If I could have only one bag, just one, what would it be? This really is like choosing your favourite child. Let's face it, there could be only one winner. Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've been tagged again, and we know how much I love a tag video because it makes me think about my handbag collection, my current collection, which helps me to not buy more. And I want to give a massive shout out. I'm sure you have already, but if you haven't, then do check out Jessie at Jessie's Style. Great channel, really informative as well. It's fun. You know, because obviously we need to use My Little Ponies to judge what fits in handbags, so it's a little bit of fun, but it's also underneath that informative, and Jessie does know her bags, particularly Hermes, if you like Hermes bags such as me. Jessie and I are also bag twins, so I love it when I find a bag twin. Don't know why, but I do. Anyway, so she tagged me to do this video of if I could have only one bag, just one, what would it be? This really is like choosing your favourite child when you don't just have one. So yeah, so I have got an answer though. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I will share with you my answer and why. It wasn't easy. But anyway, we'll go through it. But yeah, first I want to talk about Jessie, because in her bag in her video, she talks about, is her bag collection chaos again? And it was something that really resonated with me actually, because I could feel my handbag collection creeping a little bit. There's been some handbag creep where I've seen a couple of things, and yeah, there's been a bit of FOMO, and I have bought bags. I think basically I've just bought Louis Vuitton this year. They're not my favourites, but I just do really like them and find them most functional and most user-friendly. And something Jessie was talking about as well was like, there's no end goal. You know, some people say they have a specified number of handbags that they will own. Other people will say that they'll only buy one, it's one in and it's one out. I'm a bit more fluid. If there's a handbag that I'm not using, or if I really can't afford to buy a new bag, well, I want a new bag and I know that I want that more than one I already own, and if I sell the one I own I could buy it, then I will. But I don't have a strict policy for anything in life. I have certain aims and aspirations, but then I'll just break them if I decide to. But if my will is stronger, then I absolutely will. I talked in another video about biscuits, and it's the same thing. I can say I'm not eating another biscuit today, and then that 3 o'clock perimenopause sugar craving moment will hit me, and I will reach for it and I will have a Bourbon cream. That's who I am. I'll admit it. My willpower isn't always the strongest, and you know what? I've never regretted it, even with the biscuits. I've kind of gone, yeah, you did well with that, didn't you? But I've never kind of gone, you shouldn't have done that, because it helped me with that craving. I felt better for it, and it wasn't the end of the world. I'm not overweight, so it's okay. And I forgive myself these small little indiscretions. Like I say, they're not massive. I forgive myself. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, so I don't have a magic number, which is my number of handbags that I will maintain. Now, like I said, I've had a bit of creep. We're around the 30 mark, and it's around that mark that I start to feel a little uncomfortable and a little... Again, it wouldn't stop me buying another one. I wouldn't go, oh my God, I can't go to 31. It's not that strict. But for me, it's a case of, you know, there's some people like Meredith or Mel in Melbourne, and they've got so many bags, and beautiful collections, you know, no shade at all, beautiful collections. But I do wonder, how do you use all those bags? And I don't think they can. I mean, I know I don't have the most life, the life where I'm out and about all the time every day, especially not since COVID and with hybrid working now. I am working from home a lot. So there's a lot of, majority of the time I'm not using any bag. But even if I was going somewhere every day, I think if my collection was huge, I really don't think I would use all of them. And you still always have your favourites that you do use a lot more, even if you try to rotate your collections. So yeah, so for me, somewhere between 25 and 40 would be in that vague. But I think anything that gets up to that higher mark, for me personally, is uncomfortable and is at that point where there's going to be some sat there not going anywhere. So that was that. So, waffle enough. I'm gonna show you everything as well, but I'm gonna talk you through my thought process and the one bag that I would keep if I could keep only one. So, is it my Neverfull? My trusty monogram, pink pivoine lining, worn in, comfortable, Neverfull. Bag that I absolutely would definitely replace if it were to die. And probably like for like, to be honest. I don't know if I would change anything about this. No, it's not this bag. It's not. How could I say it? I love this bag. For those of you that follow this channel, you know how much I rave about this bag and how great it is and how much I've used it and how versatile and comfortable and user-friendly she is. And with all of that going for it, it's not her. I think because I think some of it is a scarcity, and I know that I could buy another one of these. I mean, yes, admittedly it's getting harder now than it used to be, or it's going to. I don't know how that's happening with waitlists and things. Maybe some of my American viewers can tell me, because they probably know more than us in the UK about that. But yeah, it's not this one. Love you. Is it this one? Again, for those of you that follow this channel, you know that I'm a Kelly girl. You know that the Kelly 28 in Retourne, my version is in Griotan Toga leather with palladium hardware, is a fantastic bag to use. It holds a lot, it's not too heavy. Being the Retourne, it just opens easily, nice and wide, you can get stuff in and out. Is it this one? I also have such fondness for how I got this bag as well, which was, I bought, for those who don't know already, I wanted a grey Kelly, and talking to my SA, basically he said, and I don't know if they still do this, but certainly at the time they were just being very nice to me and said that they did no guarantees, but their store manager, when she went to do the buying list in Paris that June, would ask for a grey Kelly 28, and that was on my behalf. And then this is what arrived about a year later. Beautiful, love her. Used her a lot, she goes with loads. The Griotan is a stunning colour. I mean, look at the leather. It's not her. So is it this? I've been using this loads recently, and not because of the Barbie mania, I was using it a bit more anyway. My new work laptop fits in as well, so that's, I can get away with just using this one bag. So is it this? My Birkin 30 in Rose Poupre Togo with palladium hardware. Now this also has sentimental value. This was my first ever Hermes bag. Ever since Jerusha Couture unveiled her Garden Party 30 in this colour, I was like, I want a Garden Party 30 in that colour. I want that bag, Jerusha. I want that bag. So I went in and I asked for that bag, and I was told, no, you can't have a Garden Party 30 in Rose Poupre. But next week we've got a Birkin 30 in the same colourway with palladium hardware. If you like that, you can have that. Okay, thanks. Still felt unsure for the whole week, and then this beauty appeared. This is before, this was back in 2019, I think. So yeah, way before the wishlist system came into play in the UK. So for anyone that's wondering, it was before the wishlist system. Used her earlier to pop to Tesco in, chuck my dog poo bags and my Cornish pasties in there. But she's a brilliant bag, really user friendly, opens up nice and wide, can put loads in, can get a little weightier if you put enough in, but not so much that I can't wear, and I'm quite used to just having quite a heavy bag in the crook of my arm. So yeah, a lot of sentimental for this one. I love the colour. It's not hurt either. Let's face it, there could be only one winner. Like I said earlier when I talked about this one. I'm a Kelly girl. I've got 4 Kellys. I'd have more if I could. I also would have more Birkins if I could as well. But anyway, I'm definitely more Team Kelly than Team Birkin if you have to have a team. I mean, it's like everything with me. Brights, neutrals, hardwares. I mean, I love them all. So let's. I'm not one of these people that tends to sit in one camp. I'm like, I'll poke a finger in every camp, thank you. It's a bit like when I was growing up, like in the 90s and the 90s, 2000s. Yeah, who are you? Are you Pearl Jam or Nirvana? Are you Blur or are you Oasis? All those sorts of things. I'm a little bit of both. Always have been. Anyway, so this stunner is my Kelly 25 in Chef Mysore leather in the colour Natter and Gris Tourterelle with Gris Asphalt stitching and this gorgeous, gorgeous permabrass hardware. And basically, this is irreplaceable. I can't get another handbag. Now, if this were to go, I would have to pay a lot of money and it wouldn't be the most readily available, but I saw them, for example, on Fashion File the other day. These do exist. This is my special order, my HSS, my a la carte. This was made for me, kind of by me, but not obviously making it, but designed by me. I love these colours, and also the colours, you know, even if I were ever to get another offer to do another special order, you know, the colours available, you know, are, you know, there is a restriction by leather and it varies by season. Who's to say I would even be able to get this combination again? Like I say, I doubt I'll ever get the offer again, so I suppose it's such a big deal for me. The Kelly 25 is an amazing size, especially in the Chev. It's fairly lightweight, easy enough to get in and out. Oh, I know not everyone thinks so, but I mean, especially compared to the box 32, I find this easy to use. So I've got all the bits and bobs in there, but I find this easy to use when I'm on the move. Love all the little pockets and things. I basically, oh, I just found a receipt in a, don't know where I've been, lunch I think, bin that. Because I don't keep rubbish in my bag, so I didn't think I did. Yeah, I absolutely love this bag, and also there is that sentimental value in terms of, you know, this, to be offered to do this was, well, it's the ultimate dream, isn't it, for handbag lover people, to make your own, or to specify from the list of options your own bag, what style, what size, and then everything. That's such an opportunity. And so obviously when I did it with what I thought would be my one and only bag. So that's my answer. Thanks so much to Jessie at Jessie Style for tagging me. But if I could keep only one, it would be this beautiful bag, which is day to evening, special event or casual. Fits the brolly, fits the sunglasses, all of that, all the daily essentials I can need without getting too heavy. Looks good crossbody still, I think so. I do wear her crossbody, especially if I'm somewhere busy like London. I want to make sure I can protect her from being damaged by any crowds. Love her. So that is the end of this video. Probably no surprises to anyone that knows this channel. Put in the comments box below what you think. Would you have, from the title, would you have called this to be my one and only bag? If I could keep only one. I mean, thank God this is fictional, not real, because I don't want to let go of any of these. Well, this too. So, which probably would have been the more appropriate bag for Tesco and my Cornish pasties than my Birkin. But hey, this was out because I'd used her for work a couple of days ago. She's now going to be put away safely in the cupboard in her dust bag. So from me and all my beauties, is bye-bye.